Okay folks, this will be an interesting one. It's a product that's used a lot. Let's just give you a hint folks, in the bedroom. In the bedroom folks, right where the action usually is supposed to reside. You know, it's supposed to be a great place to have a good time and to be with your loved one. Although it doesn't always go off as planned. But we'll find out what I'm talking about when I bring it up. But basically, yeah, it's something that most people, it's a popular, natural thing. You probably guessed it already. See if we can make it look any good. The graphic. So I'm going to make the graphic look really nice, hopefully. Improve on it. Okay, what is this thing we associate with the bedroom and popularity? It is a box of condoms. Condoms, hey. Where we all love sex, don't we? Most people do. I do think everyone wants to do it, including myself. We all do. It's a common, not everyone does, but I've gone through years when I didn't have a sex drive. But basically I'm trying to get in touch with my partner Luigi because he's the only one I want to have sex with when we get married. We both are a little bit old-fashioned. We believe in sex after marriage instead of before marriage. We just can't do it. We just don't have any interest in premarital unions. That looks really quite interesting. It's a bit small because you can see 400% isn't big enough. But basically, it is a very popular thing. Although the problem with sex these days is that people need condoms like these to be stimulated. You know, they find they don't have the same bang in the bedroom that they would like, and they buy condoms like this and basically I see that there's a lot more to it than just physicality. Sex is a spiritual and a mental thing, and unless you engage your spiritual and mental faculties with sex is going to be, I'm afraid, a letdown, a disappointment. It'll be a disappointment without any kind of spiritual or mental happening. So it's not going to happen if you know, and it's not just a physical thing. We can't rely on ribs and dots to turn us on as women. But you know, it's really sad the way the world is. There's no love, and love is it. We need love in the bedroom. You cannot have good sex, in my opinion. Sorry, I'm still a virgin, so yeah, you might take me as a bit of a know-it-all, because I am still a virgin. I still haven't lost it yet. I haven't lost my virginity, but I have a real intuition about things like this. I do have an intuitive function, and that helps me understand things that I've had no experience at, including sex. But I have had experiences. I'm still a virgin. I nearly forgot to say, but I have had other sexual contact. You know, like touching and kissing and that sort of shit. And mark my words, I've had some bad experiences. That's how I know. I've been with men that I never loved, men that never cared, so yeah, that's it. That's my experience. Yes, I haven't actually been penetrated or had sex, but I've had other experiences of sexual contact, and it's terrible. It was terrible, folks. So I'm telling you, unless you love your partner, sex is going to be shit. It's not going to be worth anything. So you can't rely on the ribs and dots and whatever other devices that are used to supposedly improve sexual performance. So, you know, you got to examine whether you got to really examine whether you really love your partner or not. I can't tell you not to have sex before marriage, but I can talk about other things like making sure that you love your partner and you care for them and you make them feel safe, especially if you're a bloke and you've got a woman. You want that woman to feel safe. You don't want her to feel like you're going to rape her or touch her inappropriately, as in sexual abuse. That's what I went through in my so-called relationships. So I've been sexually abused or assaulted by the men that I was with. So I'm telling you, you can't. And if you don't, and that's the thing, if you don't feel safe in the bedroom as a female, it's going to be a big turn-off for a female especially. So you got to realise that your women may not. It's also the same with men. You know, they may not want to be touched at a certain time or in a certain place. You know, they got to fucking. You know, we've got to love each other and love each other as a. You know, love has got to be in the equation. Otherwise, the rest of it's just going to be a fucking load of shit. It's going to be a load of fucktardery. You know, it's not going to work. So sex without love is a losing game. It is. It's a loss. If you're just having sex and you're not just mechanical, it just becomes mechanical. We don't want to make ourselves feel like we're nothing but a pair of copulating machines. We got to fucking be human, folks. We got to keep the humanness in it. Now, this is not turning out the way I want it. This is not working as much as the sex in this doesn't work. Yeah, you could say that. But basically, we've got to learn to love each other, and we've got to learn to care for each other and to not be selfish about sex, not to try and force it on your partner when your partner clearly doesn't want it at that time. But the thing is, folks, is that I'm trying to get in touch with my partner Luigi because I love him. So we're just moving those away. We're just going to use this. This looks quite nice. But basically, I really miss my partner Luigi, and he's the only one that I feel can turn me on. He's the only one I feel comfortable with. I never felt comfortable with any of the other men that I spent time with. But basically, I feel love for Luigi, true love, passion. I don't feel sexual at the moment. For some reason, my body appears to have temporarily shut down. I got kicked out of my dad's place. My dad's an asshole. I got kicked out of my dad's place back in 2000 and when was it? 2014, and I was really functioning well. And then when he kicked me out, my desire just went down again. It just flattened. I didn't have any. Since then, I haven't felt any desire, but I still know that when I do get in touch with Luigi, that I will. I think I turned the camera down that way. Sorry, folks, when I was putting that on. But basically, I don't have any feelings for anyone else. Occasionally I have thoughts, as in I do find someone attractive looking, but I'm not interested in them truly. It's just a momentary thing, usually. But I feel guilty when I feel like that. I don't have any liking for I call it eye candy because of the looks, and it's like candy, but it's unhealthy. I love Luigi, and I'm sorry, Luigi, I sometimes get those ideas go through my head. I still feel a sense of attraction, but it's just a momentary thing, and I really love my partner Luigi, and I don't want to hurt him, folks. I love him, and this eye candy I really hate. I hate with a passion, because I want to honour Luigi and Luigi only, not just in physically, but mentally and visually, and certainly spiritually. I'm a person who wants to care for the one I love. I'm not interested in infidelity. I get so fucking angry when I get eye candy. I just get so fucking angry at myself. But I'm sure when I do find Luigi, that eye candy experience will probably totally disappear, because I'm with him, and I'm always with his love will just outshine everything, just like a powerful torch. Let's see how we go. We're nearly finished. Anyway, that's come up looking interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.